Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another late night pouring episode. Tonight we're going to be doing an experiment, kind of based on a thought that I had from our last video. We did some sandwich pours on some little heart-shaped boxes for Valentine's Day, and they were a lot of fun. And I was thinking about sandwich pours after that, and I had an idea that I want to play with tonight and see how it pans out. So I hope you guys will be interested and intrigued, because I am, and we'll see what happens with this one. So we're using an 18 by 24 inch gallery wrap canvas tonight. I have taped and pinned the back, and I have painted my sides and edges with the color of some drips over there. Let me show you my colors, because they are beautiful. Okay, this first one is Golden's Permanent Violet Dark. One of my favorite colors. Absolutely stunning, gorgeous and rich and deep. This is Permanent Violet Dark from Golden. Okay, the next one started out as Quinacridone Crimson from Golden, and it was a little bit redder than I wanted, so I added a little bit of that iridescent red blue that I had left to this. I'm not really expecting much of that magic trick to happen, but it did turn it more into a magenta rather than crimson, which is what I kind of wanted. So that's our kind of a ruby color. That's what I'll call it, ruby. The next one we're using is Golden's Prussian Blue, which you guys know how much I love. Absolutely wonderful color. And with this we are using Amsterdam Brilliant Blue, which I really like. This is Brilliant Blue, right? Yeah, Brilliant Blue. Gorgeous color. Really, really beautiful. And I think this is going to do beautiful things next to that Prussian. The two of them together is going to be gorgeous. Okay, and we also have some Amsterdam Titanium White. Mound on a mound and then sinking into itself pretty quickly. My pouring medium is my Golden's Heavy Gel Gloss with Floetrol. And I also have my DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in 24 karat gold. So, the idea that I had was the concept of a sandwich pour, which is using thicker layers of white and thinner layers of color in between. I was wondering what would happen if we started to layer a cup, how we normally layer, for example, a flip cup or whatever pour you're going to do with the contrasting colors, and then in the middle of it to do a mini sandwich pour. So kind of a sandwich within, if you will. I don't know if it's going to work. I haven't tried this yet, but let's find out together. So my idea was to use these two colors, the two blues, in the sandwich part with the white and the gold, and to use the purple and the ruby on the flip cup on the outsides of the sandwich. So to that end, we're going to start with some of that beautiful Permanent Violet Dark. And we are going to do flip cups tonight. I'm going to layer both of these the same. For that 18 by 24 canvas, we need about 15 ounces of paint. Okay. So this is where we're going to get into the sandwichy part. I'm going to put the gold down first. And now we're going to put a layer of white. But I'm going to kind of go around the top of it on both of them. Okay, now we're going to do our Prussian Blue, and I am just going to layer it, just pour it. So I don't know that this is going to do anything for sure, but it might, and if it does, it's probably going to look kind of cool, so we'll find out together. Okay, now we're going to go back to the white. So we're sandwiching those two blues in the center. Okay, we're going to go back to the gold. And we're going to go back to the purple. And that ruby. Okay, Do you think, HOA, should I just put a little bit of blue on the outsides too? Or should I put more white in there? I think there's a lot of white in that cup already. I don't really want to put more. I think more, either another purple and red layer or 2 blues. What do you think?
I think the purple and red. Let's leave the blues inside the sandwich.
Okay. So we're going to go...
Should we put gold in there?
Put a little more gold in there, yeah. Okay.
That way there it's easier to see what the blues are doing.
Well, I mean, we're going to do a flip cup anyway, so... But we'll see. Should be interesting experiment. So this is my inner sandwich technique. So I also have some drips from a last pour that we did. This is that beautiful indigo violet color that we made. Really pretty, lots of indigo and some permanent violet dark in there. Or no, some permanent blue violet from Amsterdam in there. Okay, so I think we're gonna put that down as a flow extender. No, I'm not. I'm gonna pour puddles of it. Just stretch that out a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do our first cup into there, right in the center. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's one. Let's pour another puddle. I probably should have tilted this one out first too. It'll be alright. It will spread all by itself. Actually, I'm going to wait to flip that one until we flip this one out. Put some magic taps. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
Okay, so pick this up. And we're going to whip it a little bit. Okay. That's pretty. Alright. Just gonna put a little bit more in here. Okay. I'm gonna flip this one over here.
Yep.
Are you ready, darling?
Yes, my love.
Okay. Ooh, it's a little forceful. That's already really pretty. So the white that we had is giving us this baby blue color also, but I do see the Prussian in there and I do see the brilliant blue in there too. Lots of cells. You ready, darling?
Yes, my love.
Go. That's pretty. Okay, look at that cup. You see it? Very cool. Okay. So far so good. I'm going to take my flow extender and go around this, because we don't want to lose any of that.
See, I'm already digging the blues inside that white there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that it's just there.
Mm-hmm. You like my inner sandwich then, huh?
Indeed.
Lots of cells already, huh? That's cool though, I like that. Let's torch this real quick. Okay, let's tilt this out. This is cool, I like it. I love that edge. I'm not so crazy about this, so let's kind of go this way first and get that off. Let's see how we do. I'm glad that they are kind of one big puddle instead of two separate puddles. Come off the edge there. To the center. We're going to come down and go off of this corner now. And bring it back to the center. I kind of like that those cells are just kind of floating. That's pretty cool looking. We're going to go down off this way and take this to the edge. Bring it back. Side. I'm going to take a little bit more off and bring this back this way. Okay, now we're going to look at composition. What do I love? What do I not love? Not really crazy about these giant cells in the center, but there's not that much that I can do about it because it's in the center. Also not super crazy about this lavender, but these cells are really cool. If we had to lose some HOA, would you think we should lose some off of this bottom edge? Not crazy about that.
Yeah. Can you get those elongated cells on your right side straightened out, or not really?
These ones?
No, the ones on the edge.
These?
Yeah, those, yeah.
No, I kind of like them like that though.
Oh, okay.
But I think...
Kind of paisleys.
So interestingly, I liked this side, this cup better when we first poured it. I think I still kind of do, but I do love what's going on in here. I think we're going to lose some of this because there still seems to be a lot of paint on here. So let's take a little bit of this, that bottom edge off first. I'm just going to bring this straight down. See, there's still a lot of paint moving quickly. I'm going to take some off of that side and then bring it back this way. I'm going to take the weight of the paint down to the other end. I'm going to take a little bit of this off of that bottom edge. I'm going to take this back and let it open up. I think we're going to stretch the top out a little bit more. Introduce a little bit of curve in there. You're going to lose some paint down at the bottom. That's kind of cool looking. What do you think?
A lot to love there.
There's a lot going on, that's for sure. But I think the interesting thing about as far as our inner sandwich experiment is kind of cool because the blue is not intermingled with everything. It's kind of separated in its own little areas, which I kind of like. That's cool looking.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I like this part right here.
I mean, I like that the blues are
really cool.
compartmentalized.
I love this edge. That's really pretty. And this part, I love these cells too. That's really cool. Okay, so we're going to let this dry. And I will show you guys when it's dry. And now I have to tell you guys something very unpleasant that I'm very upset about. And forgive me if I start crying. So, 2 videos ago, I had put some video of Baxter at the end of the last video where he was playing with his rock. And that was on a Thursday. And the next day, he started to not feel very well. And he wasn't moving around very much. And didn't feel good, obviously. So we took him to the emergency vets on Saturday, and they examined him and couldn't really pinpoint what was wrong, but it was pretty obvious he was in a lot of distress. And
but they thought it was just an ulcer, so they sent us home saying, don't worry, it'll be okay.
Yeah. And then Monday we took him to his regular vet, and he was not doing well at that point at all. And it was kind of heartbreaking because he was having a lot of problems breathing. And his vet identified an inoperable tumor next to his heart. And we ended up losing him that night. And it's been really hard. We're all kind of devastated here and heartbroken because he was very young. He was only 2.5. And he was the sweetest baby ever. He was the best dog in the whole world. And we miss him like crazy, and will miss him every day of our lives, I think, because he was very special. And this is probably one of the hardest things we've ever gone through because we miss him so much, and he was so awesome. But
he was our king-size boy.
The king-size heart.
King-size heart and king-size personality.
I just wanted to thank all of you who were so loving about him and so awesome and loved him as much as we did. And, you know, I guess the lesson here is to appreciate what you have while you have it, because nothing lasts forever. So we love you, Baxter. You're always going to be in our hearts forever.
Our Rottweiler.
He is a very, very funny dog. We love him very, very much. So thank you all for your support and your love. I didn't want to not say anything and keep this from you guys, because I know there were so many of you guys out there that really appreciated him and how awesome he was. I don't really know what else to say other than we miss him like crazy, and it's so quiet and so empty. And I miss his snoring, and I miss his howling, and I miss him sitting on our feet and just being wonderful. So anyways, let's wrap this up. I will show you guys when this is dry. Sorry for the bad news. Like I said, we are devastated, but life goes on, right? So we'll show you this when it's dry. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Be okay. Maybe he's over here. Maybe he's up across the Rainbow Bridge playing with his friends.